Hello and welcome on Thomas Geiger Car. Today with the new Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. 2 years after the launch of the first electric Porsche, the sports car manufacturing is adding a second version. Due to the market this summer, 2 weeks before the world premiere, we're here with a prototype that has been around the world. It drove on a dry lake in California, on an Arctic lake in Norway. It has been in England, in Holland, and now we're here in Germany, Stuttgart, headquarters of Porsche, and testing for the first time this edition of the vehicle. So if you want to know what to expect from that versatile EV that really looks cool, join me in my first test drive and I'll tell you more about it. For the driver, there's not much of a difference between the standard Taycan and the Cross Turismo. The weight is almost the same, and the 2 centimeters more of ground clearance and the higher center of gravity, forget about it. It's just sheer power as you know it from the Taycan. Base model will have 530 horsepower. Top model, as we're sitting here in a Turbo S, is 761 horsepower. And I assume if you just take the range from the standard model, you will have a range of 450, almost 500 kilometers with the Cross Turismo as well. 3 months ahead of the market launch, Porsche is not very open in talking about the different types of the Cross Turismo. But you don't need much fantasy to think what might come in the near future. I think 4-wheel drive should be a standard for a car like that. So you most probably will have a Taycan 4, 4S, Turbo and Turbo S. And I guess they will go with a big battery because you need the big battery for the all-wheel drive. Look and feel is the same as in the standard Taycan. Not even the interior optic has been changed as you know it, for example, from a Volkswagen All-Track model or from the Audi All-Road models. The only difference is the gravel mode, which is not activated with the rotating switch in the steering wheel, but with a touch on the screen in the center console. That changes the traction control, and the car has a bit more slip and accelerates better on loose surfaces such as gravel or snow. I think there is a bigger difference to feel on the back seat, something we're gonna check out on the next parking spot. While the Cross Turismo feels pretty familiar to the driver, the passengers on the back seat can witness a big difference. Legroom is still limited since the size and the wheelbase hasn't changed, but headroom has increased quite a bit. Since the roof is higher and longer, I have about 2 fingers more headroom and the better feel in the interior. And if I look over my shoulder, I see a much bigger trunk, which is more versatile since I can fold down the back seat. I can load a bike, I can load some skis, I can even go to IKEA with the Cross Turismo. If you see the car in the rearview mirror, it looks pretty familiar. But once you see the side profile, you can already start seeing the differences. We got some more plastic parts along the body that look a bit more rugged than the standard Taycan. Here, they're still in black. In the final version, you will have also contrast colors. Size and shape exactly the same until the B pillar. The rest is brand new. We have a different roof line with a longer roof and with a back that is less tilted than before, giving you more room and a much better look. We also have about 2 centimeters more ground clearance with just the different setup of the standard air suspension. And if you order the off-road package, you can raise the car for another 3 centimeters, giving you more ground clearance for bad roads, for gravel, for mountain passes, for river crossings, something like that. Thanks for joining me on that first ride with a prototype of the Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. Even if it's still not the final version, it is a very promising car. And for me, the most elegant solution if you're looking for a very versatile luxury electric car. No comparison to the Tesla Model X, which definitely drives good, but just looks ugly compared to that. Same as an Audi e-tron or a Mercedes EQC. This is a very stylish way of having a sporty and versatile electric vehicle. And if you look at the Panamera on the conventional side, my estimate for the surcharge is pretty limited. So I guess 3,000 euros, not much more, makes this car the better choice in the Taycan family. But if you really want an electric proper SUV from Porsche, you just have to be a little bit patient. 2 years' time and you'll get an electric Macan.